November 29th, 2015, 1:43 p.m. in Oakland, California. This is where the story takes place. Alright, so boom. My name is Alvin Codner, aka Coach AC out there in Cali. Been living in San Francisco since about mid-August. And when I say living, I mean unfortunately living in my car. In and out of motels when I could afford it, and different people couches every now and then. But anywho, I used to work at Bret Hart Elementary School, and the assistant principal at the time knew my current situation at the time, and she said, "Hey, AC, my neighbor is leaving for a weekend vacation and she's looking for someone to house it. Will you be willing to do that?" Now, me being a Florida boy, I have absolutely no clue what house sitting was. And so I asked her obliviously, like, "What is that?" And she chuckled, "It's babysitting. It's just like babysitting, but with a house." And in California, it's very common. People ask other people to house sit while they're gone on vacation, to watch over the house, as they're gone. And I personally was shocked. It definitely baffled me that a complete stranger would let me in their house as a stranger to watch it for a whole weekend. But I was tired of sleeping in the cold. At the point in time, November, it was cold, so hey, I took her up on the offer. Which brings us to November 29, 2015, 1:43 p.m. Around 1:30 p.m. I wanted to go to the corner store. So as I'm walking to the corner store, on my right is a park and on my left is a church. As I look on my right, I see humans living life pleasantly, jogging, riding their bike, walking their dog, husband and wife holding hands, parents playing with their kids. Everyone seemed to have no worries, and even though I didn't have that same feeling inside at the point in time, I was actually glad to see other humans living their life like that. It put a smile on my face. So anywho, on my left, I look to my left, I see church folk walking in and out of the church. I believe service just ended, and as well, they were looking very pleasant and enjoying life for what it is. Now, as I continue to walk down, I look outside the church entrance and there's a black homeless man laid out in the grass. And I look back up, I'm looking at the churchgoers like they're just walking right past him. No one sees him. They're walking past him as he's not there. I'm looking at the other humans on the sidewalk walking with me who weren't going to church, and they're walking past him as well. They're looking at him, still walking past him. And then I look to my right, back at the park, I just ponder like, does nobody see this homeless man laid out on the grass right now? I just let it ponder to me, but I let it sit on my brain. I continued to walk to the corner store. I told myself, on my way back from the corner store, if I see him, I'm going to give him half of whatever I bought. So basically, that was basically whatever I can spare. So I went to the store, I bought some Doritos, I bought some chips, snacks, Gatorade, and then as I'm walking back, I see him still laid up on the floor. So I stop, I sit down on the little ledge on the sidewalk. I look at my wallet, see how much I got in there, took out a few dollars of what I can personally spare at the time, which was actually $0 because I needed every dime and penny I could. But how I seen it at the point in time, it was more than me. He needed it more than me. So anywho, I put the $2 or $3 in the bag with the chips and the drinks, and I started to walk over, thinking to myself like, man, I'm gonna be hungry later. I'm gonna be thirsty later, but I can definitely use these $2 or $3 for me personally, for a bill, for food the next day or something. But I was grateful enough to be blessed to house sit. So why not give someone a blessing that they probably wouldn't get, and unfortunately they wouldn't get the same blessing that I get. So anywho, this is my first time interacting with homeless folks, so I assumed it would be simple. Hey, here you go, here's the snacks, have a good day, keep it moving. So that's what I did, and I approached him and I said,
"You go, boss."
And he says,
"Sure, it's some chips and Gatorade."
And as baffled as I was to hear him say that he doesn't need it, I responded,
"I'm gonna just leave it here. I got it for you anyway. I didn't buy it for me. You have a good day. Be blessed, alright?"
And after I told him to be blessed and walked away, thinking in my head, why is this homeless man so unwilling to take the snacks? Well, I walked away like, man, if he doesn't appreciate the free chips and drinks, like, I know good and well I sure would be appreciative of the snacks. So, and thinking in my head, why is he having so much pride? Why is he being so hard-headed? I didn't even tell him about the money inside. Maybe if I told him about the money, he would have took it. Or did he just give up on life? Does he simply just want to lay there and die there? Like, what happened in his life for him to reach a level of homelessness and hopelessness and have no care for help from others? It troubled me so much, it troubled me for a while. So about 10 minutes later, I went back to ask him all the questions I was asking myself as I was walking away. So when I went back, he and the bag was gone. They weren't there no more. Moral to the story, everyone needs help regardless if they ask for it or not. Pride can blind you from a blessing. I have absolutely no clue what he did with the $3 that I gave him or where he went. I have no clue. But what I do know is that I gave him a reason. I gave him a reason to get up off that floor and go. And not be stuck and not be standstill. I gave him a reason to get up. Seeing a black man down is a sight that I see very often. And I dislike that. I'm not a fan of that. But I am grateful that God placed me in Oakland, California, November 29th at 1:43 p.m. to see that black homeless man down in order for me to lift him up in some form and fashion. Give wholeheartedly. Be grateful. And know at the end of the day, that's life.